Hey everybody, welcome back. Forgive me for sounding bad. I have a sinus infection I've been dealing with the last few days. We're going to take a break from the Suburban and try to get a wheel cylinder, or not cylinder, excuse me. We're going to get a wheel seal in this 04 Silverado 3/4 ton heavy duty. As you can see, it's been leaking like crazy. Luckily, you don't have to take the pumpkin off, or the covers of the pumpkin off to fix this. The axle will actually come right off when you take the hub off the back here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't have my tripod. I'm not even sure where I put it. I couldn't find it. So I might do a little bit of this filming with my hand while using some tools. We'll just see how it goes. But working on this Silverado, my white truck. Replacing a seal here, and also a gasket came with it here for the end. So let's get on it. All right, so finally got the caliper off. It took me over an hour. One of the bottom bolt over here was I busted a socket with the impact. I shouldn't have been using the socket. It was not an impact socket, so I almost rounded it off. But long story short, it's over. So I just got to get this rotor off. I'm gonna do that by tapping, seeing if I could bust this loose. So whenever I get this off, the ability to take these bolts out and then get the rest of this done. So that's where we're at, but probably an hour and a half just doing that. So unfortunately this thing is stuck on there pretty good. You got to be careful tapping on these, breaking your rotor. You definitely don't want to hit this section or back here, and you don't want to hit your studs either. So probably could use a better hammer than a falling hammer, but that's all I got right now. I hate doing that, even on the sides. So I'm gonna try and get to work on this and try and get some progress. Maybe get this off, and I'll check back in. If not, if video ends right here, we'll come back next time and finish this up, or explain how it went, if I broke anything or whatever. So we'll check back in here a little bit. Alright, got the rotor off, but I had to show you guys something. I don't think this is factory, and it's kind of hard to see. Someone hit it. There's some degreaser here. Look at that gasket. That doesn't look factory to me. Put down in the comments if you ever gotten into something or worked on something that looks like a homemade jobber to me. And somebody was in here before doing this, so I don't know. This truck's got 194,000, so it's possible somebody else is in here and homemade jobbered this thing here. But I got, if you're looking here, there's the seal. There's the gasket that's supposedly supposed to go on here. See what I mean? Looks like a homemade jobber to me. But throw down there in the comments if you've ever run across something like this. Looks kind of hinky, and it might just be leaking here instead of the seal back in the hub. We'll find out. I'll probably just take it all apart and do it. I got the parts, so I'll just go ahead and do it. But Got this off. I'm going to take this off now and see what we see. Got to show you guys what I'm doing. This will just drive you absolutely crazy. See that little axle key in there? I got to get that out. And they tell you to use a magnet, so I tried to use the magnet on my light. It didn't work. But this is like trying to play that game you did as a kid, X-ray or surgery or whatever it was called. I got a pick, and I'm trying to get that axle key out of there. That's what this reminds me of. So, before I get into all that, before I finish all that, I did get the axle out, and it looks like they used, as you can see on here, that red RTV. I don't think that was factory. I got to get all that off before I get all this put back together. But this thing here that just screws on, it comes out. Unscrew it, comes out. I took this ring off already. You just pop that out. It's pretty easy. Then unscrew this, but you got to get that key out first. And that's the game I'm playing right now. I tried, like I said, I tried the magnet on the light here, but I couldn't get to it close enough. So once we get that out, we can unscrew this, pull that out, and then this whole hub assembly should just come right out. Seal is in behind. So that's what we're dealing with. I'm sitting here reliving my childhood playing that surgery or whatever that game was called, where if you touch the ends it vibrates or whatever that game was. That's what I feel like I'm doing. But anyway, I'm gonna try and do that, and I'll be back to let you know how I did it, if I get it or whatever. So I'm this far into it, I'll get it eventually, even if I have to go find a magnet. Alright, check back in a few. Alright, so here's what we got going on. Let's take a razor blade, get all this stuff off of this. I already did most of it on the hub over here itself on the outside. We need to put the gasket on that's over there on the axle. Put the axle back in, bolts back in. I already have the ring and other ring and pin and the key, axle key, already in place. To put the new seal in, pretty much ready to go, other than putting the axle back in and getting that old gasket off. So I'll get as much on video as I can. I'm going to go ahead and put all this stuff back together, and we'll talk about this a little bit more here in a minute. Alright, it all went back together, no problem. As you can see, why I had to change it, all that rear end grease going everywhere. So that's taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and put some engine degreaser on that, clean it up, and make sure I don't have a leak anymore. Make sure my job was good. So that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, put down in the comments if you've ever seen a gasket like that, or RTV like that, or whatever they put on it, if you could, please. So like I said, that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you down the road somewhere else. God bless you.